Hello, dear students. Welcome back to another interesting session for Class 10 English. In today's session, we shall look at the lesson Nelson Mandela Long Walk to Freedom. Now, this lesson is an excerpt from Nelson Mandela's autobiography, Long Walk to Freedom, where he recounts the historic day of his inauguration as South Africa's first black president on May 10, 1994. He reflects on the struggles against apartheid, the sacrifices of countless individuals, and the triumph of democracy, unity, and freedom in a once divided nation. Let's know something more about Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela's full name is Nelson Rolihlahla Mandela. He was born on 18 July 1918 and passed away on 5th December 2013. Nelson Mandela was a leader of African National Congress. He was imprisoned for nearly 27 years for fighting apartheid. He became the first black president of South Africa. He is also the recipient of Nobel Peace Prize. Now let's know something about apartheid that existed in South Africa. It is a system of institutionalized racial segregation which was enforced by the white minority government on the non white South Africans, wherein they faced discrimination and injustice. Nelson Mandela and others resisted this black activity through activism and sacrifice. The inauguration ceremony. The day 10th May 1994 marked the end of apartheid and the establishment of a democratic non racial government. The ceremony took place at the Union Buildings in Pretoria, which had once symbolized white supremacy but now became a seat of unity and hope. This event was important because Mandela was sworn in as the President of South Africa. It was attended by dignitaries and leaders from across the world. They came to celebrate South Africa's victory over oppression. Nelson Mandela recalls taking the presidential oath and pledging to uphold equality and justice for all. Now let's look at the various themes that are discussed in this chapter. First one, struggle for freedom and equality. The lesson emphasizes the relentless fight against apartheid, showcasing the sacrifices made by Nelson Mandela and countless others to achieve freedom, justice, and equality for all South Africans. It highlights the importance of standing against oppression and discrimination. 2. Courage and sacrifice. Nelson Mandela redefines courage as not the absence of fear, but the ability to overcome it. His life demonstrates resilience in the face of adversity, inspiring readers to persevere through challenges with determination. Number 3. Unity and reconciliation. The theme of reconciliation is central to Nelson Mandela's vision. He believed in uniting people of all races, promoting forgiveness, and fostering harmony to heal the wounds of apartheid. The next theme is leadership and responsibility. Nelson Mandela's leadership style, marked by humility, empathy, and inclusivity, teaches the value of leading by example and taking responsibility for building a just society. And the last theme is hope and optimism. Despite decades of imprisonment, Mandela remained hopeful about a better future. His optimism inspires readers to believe in the possibility of positive change even in dire circumstances. Nelson Mandela delves into South Africa's painful history, describing how apartheid created one of the most inhuman societies in history. He acknowledges that this system was dismantled through the sacrifices of countless individuals who fought for freedom, and thus he offers a tribute to such leaders and people. Nelson Mandela remembers that every individual has two obligations, one towards their family and the other towards their country. For black South Africans, fulfilling both was nearly impossible under apartheid due to systemic oppression. And last, Nelson Mandela says that freedom is indivisible. When one person is oppressed, everyone is affected. Nelson Mandela believed that both the oppressor and the oppressed are robbed of their humanity by systems of inequality, and hence he expresses that true freedom means dignity and equality for all. The title Nelson Mandela, Long Walk to Freedom, is highly appropriate as it encapsulates Mandela's lifelong struggle against apartheid and his journey toward achieving equality and justice in South Africa. The term long walk symbolizes the decades of hardships, sacrifices, and perseverance that Mandela endured. From his early realization of racial oppression, his active participation in the anti apartheid movement, his 27 years of imprisonment, to finally becoming South Africa's first black president. The word freedom reflects not just Mandela's personal liberation, but also the collective emancipation of South Africans from racial discrimination. And hence, the title aptly conveys the essence of Nelson Mandela's life, a relentless pursuit of justice, courage, and hope for a united and free nation. Some of the key quotes by Nelson Mandela. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear. Freedom is indivisible. The chains on any one of my people were the chains on all of them. I have walked that long road to freedom. So, children, understand that Nelson Mandela's journey teaches us the value of patience, resilience, and humanity. A call for every generation to uphold the values of freedom and dignity for all. This lesson teaches us that courage, perseverance, and forgiveness are essential to overcoming oppression and building a united society. So, thank you all for watching this video. Hope you understood the important themes related to this chapter, Nelson Mandela, Long Walk to Freedom.